They got it done yesterday in what was a great round of golf. They go out to 29, Fishburne at the par 3 14.
Yeah, it's kind of been all Fishburne since that 29, and you can see why. Hitting shots like this and downwind par 3 14. It was the easiest of the four par threes, but it's never easy to make a two there.
That would get them to 22 under. Here he is at the 15th. This is for birdie.
Well, now this was one of the hardest holes of the day. In fact, that was one of 4 birdies on that hole, so Fishburne red hot.
He had some trouble, though, at 17. This is his third.
Yeah, but see, Zach's taking some time off, so he's got to kind of wake him up. So what he does is, hey, partner, I'm in the water here. You got to carry this team from here.
They would get to 23 under. Steve Burkowski has been doing excellent work for us all week, as always. Burko, how much of a slugfest do you anticipate that today will be, and how do you anticipate Zach Blair and Patrick Fishburne handling the heat?
Well, Matt, I think it's going to be a great slugfest, potentially. Tripp touched on it. The wind is up yet again today, and in this format, birdies will be hard to come by. So those teams all within 2, 3, 4 shots of the lead. It's going to be intriguing to watch, especially coming down on that back nine. As far as Patrick Fishburne and Zach Blair, you just showed some of the highlights. They have been cruising right along for the first 3 days, but we know Championship Sunday is a completely different animal as both players are in search of their first career win on the PGA Tour. And a lot of the conversation all week long at the Zurich is, how has this partnership been formed? How did you guys become teammates? And for Blair and Fishburne, it's all part of a strong friendship that's been going on for the last 20 years.
Been playing golf since we were, little kids in Ogden, Utah. So I had to beg him to be my partner. Palm Springs. I think it took like 4 or 5 weeks for me to get the answer, but glad I got it done.
No, that's not true. I was the kid on the playground that needed a partner, needed a friend. And Zach was kind enough to say, "Why don't you come along with me, Pat?" And we'll have some. No, it's we go back a long ways, and we spend a lot of time together, and it's cool to be playing well here on the PGA Tour and this stage. I mean, this is pretty special.
From those days in junior high through their college time at BYU together, Zach Blair, Patrick Fishburne have been very good friends. They have been teammates, and they've also had a fair bit of success. Let's go back into the archives. 2007, the Utah High School State Championships, where then Patrick was in 9th grade, 15 years of age. Zach Blair, 11th grade, 17 years old, and they led the Fremont Silver Wolves to a state championship, a 23-shot victory. 17 years later, we'll see if they can rekindle some of that magic from their days at Fremont High. We know this isn't the Pocatello 4-ball, as they also shared with me, Matt, yesterday, that they've won in the past, but so far so good for the first 3 rounds. We'll see if they can keep it going here in this final day.
Maybe you'll win in 2024 for the Fremont Silver Wolves. Here's a comparison of the two players. Zach Blair, long and short of it, at 5'6", and Patrick Fishburne at 6'4". Tour starts for Zach 185 to 11. Official money there you can see as well. Driving distance, Zach Blair's 184th average on tour. Patrick Fishburne is currently tied for 33rd with 305.9 yards. All right. We've got fans ready to go. So are we. Remember, at 12:45 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be sending you down to our live coverage of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Because there's a right way to... And the speed limit definitely isn't
700 million miles per hour.
So why would you pay a rate based on
A terrible boss with a terrible haircut?
Save the drive wise and get a rate based on you. You're in good hands with Allstate.
What makes Century Insurance experts in our field?
It starts with being a good listener. You know your business and where it's going. We work with you to understand the challenges you face, bringing experience and knowledge specific to your industry. With more than 115 years of know-how in ours, and together we build a plan to help protect your business for years to come. Because relationships are also one of our specialties. Centric, right by you.
793. Kanina, isang frigate na may bound number 570 ang nagpakita at sumusunod sa distansya ng 9 nautical miles.
Distance control, more versatility around the greens, and of course, more of that signature pokey spin. It's time to sharpen your short game. After Advil,
Let's dive in. What about your back?
It's fine!
before Advil.
Advil Dual Action fights pain two ways. Advil targets pain at the source, acetaminophen blocks pain signals. Advil Dual Action.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds, or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Ego, Toro, Steel, and Scotts. No warehouse store can match the convenience of your neighborhood Ace. So stop on by, or order online and we'll have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Or we'll deliver it the same day. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place of the helpful hardware, folks.
He's done outstanding things. Half dozen victories across this monster season.
We're looking at fireworks all the way down the stretch.
In golf, you never stop learning valuable life lessons. And that learning starts now. With drive, chip, and putt. Register your kids or young family members today and ignite a lifelong love of learning the greatest game there is.
Jack, we welcome you back. We'll be sending you to our live coverage of the Zurich Classic at 12:45. The DP World Tour has been here in the land of the eternal sun this week in Japan. Let's show you some highlights. Yuto Katsuragana, the 25-year-old, par 4, 15th. This is for birdie and a 3-shot lead.
Yes, sir, and the green's just perfect. That was perfect speed. He's vaulting up the leaderboard.
He's now 16 under. Yuto, the par 4, 16th now.
Played tied for 8th in his last start in Japan, but he's only had 2 professional starts so far in 2024.
He's at 17 under. This is to secure the victory. It is done. He tied a course record, 63 in the day. And then, of course, he earned his first career DP World Tour win along the way. Congratulations. That is part of the spoils of that victory. Let's take a look at how things settled up for the DP World Tour. Swede Soderberg finishing 3 shots back at 14 under. Liv was in Australia. Native son Cameron Smith and the Ripper team, the par 4 18th here. This is the second playoff hole. That putt for bogey secured the victory. The individual leaderboard settled out as follows. Brendan Steele had it working this week. He finishes an 18 under after a 66 in his final round. One better than Louis Duchesne. And the PGA Tour champions at the Mitsubishi Electric Classic, Paul Broadhurst, 10 under. And that coverage will be coming up at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time right here on Golf Channel. As for the LPGA, my start, par 4, 3rd with this effort.
That's coming off a second place finish at Chevron. Best player not named Corda, but she's in the hunt here on this beautiful golf.
Yeah, we get her to 9 under. She would finish, though, at 6 under after a stumble. Now defending champion Anna Green, the par 5, 13th.
Well, 5th in putting on the LPGA, and you can see, wow, beautiful speed control.
That eagle gets her to 6 under. Let's stay with her, par 4, 14.
Well, trying to win for multiple times, a la Nelly Corda, not necessarily in a row, but she's already won this year, and she likes this place, defending.
Yeah, classic golf course, classic shot right there. There you can see the leaderboard. Reed and Kim tied on 7 under. That coverage coming up at 6 p.m. Eastern time, right here on Golf Channel. Golf Central pregame. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
I've got one for you. This lad Scott, he came over here with delusions of grandeur and left a humbled man. But he didn't give up. No.
Oh man, that's what I needed in Scotland. That's what fitting you to the latest technology does for your game.
He went and got himself some new clubs and came back.
Go time.
The difference that made all the difference. Here's to you, Scott.
1:55 p.m. That's local. No, that's Eastern time. I beg your pardon. 12:55 p.m. local is when this group of Blair Fishburne and Luke List and Henrik Norlander will be heading off. Remember, List and Norlander are only one shot off the pace. They explained to the media how they became a team.
Yeah, we live in Augusta together, and not together, but live in Augusta, both of us, and we play a lot of golf at home, and yeah, we had a blast last year playing with for our first time, and that was easy to continue that again this year. And like I said earlier, it's just fun to play an event where it's not normal, and we get to play a little bit of four-ball and foursomes, and it's just a fun city too. We got some friends here from Augusta, so like I said, we enjoy each other's company on the golf course and off, so it's just been easy to enjoy our time out there.
Going back into foursomes tomorrow, one back. What's the strategy?
Have fun. Yeah.
And have fun and just try to play solid golf. It's cliche, but like it's such a tough format. It's not easy to get in a rhythm, and it's really important to just have fun in that format, I think.
Luke List will be looking for his first PGA Tour victory since the Sanderson Farms Championship, where he won a 5-man playoff after sinking that 45-foot birdie putt. One of those 5 that he defeated that day was Henrik Norlander, who needed a birdie to extend the playoff. Yesterday, the two talked about how they linked up for the Zurich Classic that you just heard from, and then Henrik Norlander's close calls. 2023 Shriners Sanderson Farms Championship, that is a tie for second. The 2021 Farmers Insurance Open, a tie for second. The 2016 RSM Classic, he finished second there, and also in a tie for the 37-year-old from Sweden, who again lives in Augusta. When we come back, how about these two guys from Canada? Hadwin and Taylor. What are the prospects? We'll discuss it right after this.
Carol, look. Marry me, carrot?
Found a sale on skywriting? Important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and great savings. Quick, show her the other carrots.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
If your business needs a new application, then developers will have to write code. A lot of code. If an application needs to be modernized, then you'll need time, resources, and caffeine. If this sounds daunting, then use Watson X Code Assistant. AI designed to multiply developer productivity so you can generate code quickly. Let's create a more modern foundation for business with Watson X Code Assistant. IDM. Let's create.
What it comes down to is confidence, playing a ball that I believe in.
There's a reason why guys play it that don't get paid, and it's because it's the best. I can count on the golf ball and crosswinds, into the wind, downwind, and that's a great feeling.
Golf ball's massive. It's the only piece of equipment we use every time.
It's plain and simple. It's a Titleist or it's not.
This is not just a stop for allergy meds. This is a great price on what you need to survive the season.
Good question.
Backed by an expert. Right in your neighborhood. Walgreens.
And they're in cats and dogs again. Time to waterproof with Gorilla.
Waterproof with Gorilla? Yeah! Gorilla Waterproof Patch and Seal.
Of course.
Spray it, tape it, spread it, brush it to stop and prevent leaks. With the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
So this is pickleball?
Oh.
That's intense.
With E-Trade from Morgan Stanley, we're ready for whatever gets served up.
Dude, you gotta open tracks now. I'd rather work on saving for retirement.
Or college, since you like to get schooled. That's a pretty good burn, right?
This small thing is the next big thing in diabetes. It shows your glucose and predicts where it's headed, just like that. Not magic, it just feels that way. Dexcom, powerful, simple diabetes management.
The first time I experienced vertigo, the room was spinning, like I was in a clothes dryer. Then I started taking LipoBalance support. Its ingredients are clinically shown to help reduce dizziness and spinning. Take back control with lipoflavonoid.
I can't wait to see what I'm capable of.
Welcome back, Simone Biles. As in golf, it's all spicy hot in New Orleans. We're just minutes away from sending you to our live coverage of the Zurich Classic kicking off at 12:45 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a look at our current leaderboard. There is some movement. Players obviously are out on the golf course. You can see when the leaders will be teeing off. The times you see displayed there are Eastern Time. Yeah, it serves to have a discussion. We were talking so much about Adam Hadwin, Nick Taylor. What about the international team standings of the President's Cup? The competition will be taking place the 26th and 29th of September in Montreal. And just like on the American side, we definitely expect it to be heated, particularly in those 6 to 12 positions. As we look at Adam Hadwin getting ready to go right now, 6th appearance in the event this year. 4th appearance since it became a team event. He made 2 or 3 cuts in that span. Notably, though, Tripp, partnering with Nick Taylor, they had a solo second just last year.
Yeah, shooting the final round 63, so they were fast closing team, just weren't able to chase down Hardy and Riley, but I think they're going to make some noise today. In particular, this part of the game, look, Hadwin, normally a much better iron player than he has been this year, but he doesn't have to worry about the iron play because he's got Nick Taylor, who's 22nd in strokes gained approach. And normally these guys are both about the same kind of putting. Again, just a little bit of fall off for Adam this year. I don't think that's going to last long. You look at, some of his finishes that he's had. He's starting to putt a little bit more consistent. It's been inconsistent at times this season. Again, he's down to 72nd in strokes gained putting, down from 21st the previous year. But you can mark it down. They can go ahead and order outfits for Adam Hadwin because he's going to be playing with Nick Taylor in Montreal. I can pretty much guarantee you that. I haven't talked to Mike Weir about that, but I can't imagine Mike Weir skipping over Adam Hadwin as long as he's anywhere close in the standings. And you see he was currently 10th in that. Noticing the templates that all these guys use. I mean, some of the junior kids I work with and stuff, they don't understand that you have to start out your putting in some sort of fundamental fashion. Every single tour player, to a man, has some sort of template that has their strokes and their fundamentals first before they start working on line and speed and all sorts of other things that they work on that are keys to putting, because you have to be able to hit the line that you see it on with the correct speed. If you can't do that fundamentally to start, you're wasting your time. So almost every man on the tour has some sort of template that they spend 5, 10, 15 minutes on before they go out and do what Adam's doing now, which is working on his speed control, because that is the second most important thing in putting, making sure that you hit the correct speed time and time again, especially in windy conditions today. But look out for this team. I really think they're playing with a ton of confidence. They like each other. They have similar type games, and I think that is one of the single most important things is having similar type games where you're used to being in the spots. Like if Nick Taylor misses a shot, it's going to be typically where Adam would miss it. So it's not going to be alien to him. to have to get it up and down from some spot that he's not, used to doing. So I think that's part of the key. But look for Hadwin here. He's had his most recent top 10 came at Valspar, Iron Players Golf Course. He played well at Riviera, another Iron Players Paradise. So I think he hits his irons well today because we know Nick is, and at times Adams haven't been as consistent as he wants. I think that they're absolutely going to be part of the story coming down the stretch.
Well, certainly the play of multiple Canadian golfers is part of the story as well, both with the President's Cup qualifying is going to conclude on that Monday after the U.S. Open, but also here, the Olympic standings. Look at Nick Taylor, Adam Hadwin, currently 1 and 2. Corey Connors and Mackenzie Hughes looking to assert themselves into that conversation. There's only 2 spots available currently based upon the official World Golf Rankings. That's Nick Taylor that we're looking at right now. This is his 7th appearance in this event. It's his 5th since it became a team event. He's made 2 of 4 cuts during that span. Notably, he was tied for 9th in 2019 with Martin Laird. He had solo 2nd, as we just mentioned, last year with Adam Hadwin. 2 top 10s here. It is a pretty good record, and you like the position they're in, as you've noted multiple times, in terms of chasing down the leaders.
No question about it. And look, right there, Charlie Hoffman just gave a broadcast of where he won this year because Nick Taylor beat Charlie Hoffman at Waste Management. So that playoff, of course, was thrilling. And yeah, I love Nick Taylor's game right now, playing with a ton of confidence. And you go back to a couple of years ago, he was trying to chase down Scotty Scheffler at Phoenix. And then for him to come back the next year and go on and win, that's great stuff.
They're getting ready to go, and so are we. We are only minutes away from sending you off the live coverage of the Zurich Classic. We'll be back to wrap up this edition of Golf Central Pregame right after this.
When you play on a global stage, it helps to have the right partner. Baird is an employee-owned international financial services firm with investor and corporate relationships spanning 35 countries on 5 continents. Our associates navigate the global landscape as one team, creating the most valuable investment and business connections for you. Global expertise with a client-first approach. We think that's a winning combination. Discover the Baird difference at BairdDifference.com.
Some of the best times with my mates are spent on our golf trips. And nobody does Scotland Island better than Hidden Links. Our trusted drivers are probably more trusty than your driver. Golfing done, it's time for whiskey fun. Let the good times flow and the bad swings fade away.
And if you're feeling really fancy, we can arrange a helicopter to your next stop. I give you a lift, but there's no room for the clubs. Visit hiddenlinks.com.
Calling all golfers, now's your chance to play bucket list courses and hidden gems in your backyard. Bid now on rounds at over 1,000 courses. Winning bidders get a great day of golf with proceeds supporting research, education, and innovation for the future of the game. It's a win-win for you and the game of golf. The GCSAA Rounds for Research online auction is open now and ends April 28th at 10 p.m. Eastern. Bid now at roundsforresearch.com. That's rounds, the number 4, research.com.
Slowing my cancer from growing and living longer are 2 things I want from my metastatic breast cancer treatment.
And with Kisqali, I can have both.
Kisqali is a pill that, when taken with an aromatase inhibitor, helps delay cancer from growing and has been proven to help people live significantly longer across 3 separate clinical trials.
So I have the confidence to live my life.
Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Long live life, and long live you. Ask your doctor about Kisqali today.
What if dreams came true? What if America's greatest basketball players
were all stacked on one team. LeBron, KD, and Tatum making jaws drop. Steph making it rain. And B ruling the paint. What if I told you it wasn't a question?
Team USA would not be denied.
This summer, the dream comes true at the Paris Olympics.
Golf Central pregame, brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. And by the new G430 Max 10K, winner of My Golf Spy's Most Wanted Driver for 2024.
Action on the golf course right now. Cantlay and Shoffley. Let's start with Patrick Cantlay, the par 4 first. This is his approach.
Drive a little right, but got a clear path, and just yesterday, just they buried him a little too far behind, and great start right there.
That gets them to 17 under. Let's shift over to Xander now, the par 5 second. This is his second.
Boy, we've seen him hit a number of quality second shots into par 5s this week, and you can see another setup for a 2-putt birdie. Quick start, birdie for that team.
That would get them to 18 under. There are a couple teams on the course right now that are 3 under in their opening 9. One of them is this group right here, Sagan Hadley. This is Hadley at the 3rd for birdie.
Is this a Georgia Tech, Georgia? The rivals, they're playing together. I love it. They're out quick. No snap anymore from Hadley. He used to make snaps when he made birdies.
I think he still wants to. They're currently at 18 under. As I mentioned again, there are a couple of groups that are 3 under on their opening 9. Question is, what can we learn from that? What can we draw from that as we take it back out to the practice ground? Ryan Brem practicing with the wedge. We've seen it employed a lot on this Pete Dye golf course from many teams over the course of the week.
Yeah, you're going to miss some greens and having in runoffs. And the good news for the players is it's not as grainy as it has been in the past. But you want to see good technique. Watch how he's got the face a little bit open. See that bounce working under it? That club is like surfing along the turf. He's not digging it all. And that's the key when you're in grainy conditions at all, making sure you use that bounce. And you know what? This team, I wouldn't be surprised. They're going to be playing with Rory and Shane, and they're not going to be intimidated at all. And they really like each other, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're hanging around at the end.
It is Championship Sunday, folks, and we are delighted to be sending you off to our live coverage of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans, and then we'll wrap it up later on today. Enjoy.
Only 18 holes to go until we crown a champion in New Orleans. And how about the duo we have at the top of the leaderboard? Zach Blair and Patrick Fishburne, former BYU teammates, on a roll. Fishburne at the 15th, made a Saturday 16th, leading by 1. Among the chasers, a couple major champions, Rory McIlroy and Shane Lowry. Lowry showing off his iron game as Team Irish finished with a kick in the 3rd round. Rory McIlroy, green set, the par 5 18th and 2. This close to an eagle 3. They're only 2 back as we have the final round of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans coming your way next.
My name is Colin Morikawa,
Billy Horschel,
Alban Valenzuela.
Sahith Theegala.
As Zurich Golf Ambassadors, we put the focus on achieving a better tomorrow,
both on and off the course.
That's why we're proud to work with Zurich, a global insurer aspiring to be
One of the most responsible and impactful businesses in the world.
Together with Zurich, we're always building
towards a brighter future.
So our customers shipped the original negatives of a classic Elvis movie, not knowing the film would disintegrate above 40 degrees.
FedEx presents 12 Tales of True Deliveries.
There it is. We got it just in time.
We're going out again? You're going out?
Please go to History History. See what we can do for your business. FedEx.
If you know luxury, it's not just a word, it's important. Soft mattresses supports all types of sleepers with durable steel coils and plush organic cotton. Luxury is handcrafted in American factories and brought directly to you with our free in-home white glove delivery service, which is why over 90% of customers would recommend Safa to friends and family. Safa, luxury mattresses made affordable.
Baby go go go, baby one, baby baby ooh, baby yeah, baby go 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 go. Baby go 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 go, baby go 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 go, baby go 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 go. People live delicious.
Head over right now to golfballs.com to grab your favorite Bridgestone golf balls.
For a limited time, buy 3 dozen Bridgestone Tour Beat golf balls for $119.99 plus free personalization. Golfballs.com.
They'll have the right golf ball for your game too.
NBC Sports exclusive coverage of the PGA Tour is presented by Virgo.
NBC Sports and the PGA Tour proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From TPC Louisiana in Avondale, Louisiana, it's live final round coverage of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. It's pretty amazing the connection the city of New Orleans has to professional golf. Been hosting events dating back to 1938. What started then as the Crescent City Open is now the 75th edition of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. It's going to be a tough final round at TPC Louisiana as we're playing foursomes, aka ultimate shots. So little margin for error. These final 18 holes, no lead will be safe, especially in these conditions. Sustained winds of 15 to 20 miles an hour. Oh yeah, we're going to have some gusts up to 30, temperatures in the low 80s currently at 81 degrees. Let's take a look at our broadcast team. Here with me calling the action, I'm George Savaricas, sitting alongside John Swacker with Jim Gallagher Jr. on holes, out of course, Billy Ray Brown and Cole Nose, handling our player interviews, Steve Bukowski, if any of those situations arise, we'll check in with Orlando Pope. Let's go out to the second. Let's say hello to Jim Gallagher Jr. Hello, George.
Cody Connors now for birdie. So he's got a birdie his par 5. It's on the front left, and that goes towards the back of the green where all the grain's going. So they'll have a tap in par. A couple of tees up on the par 3s, and when you look at this format, obviously it's a lot tougher than the best ball. Let's go back to 1.
Charlie Hoffman on the box playing with Nick Watney with 5 back. Been partnered with this tournament ever since inception in 2017 as a team event. Really cool seeing on the first tee out there on the range earlier, and you can just hear the vibe, the music's going on, the play's not happening. 1 and 2.
Yeah, keep this one off the birdie. Just to get to 18 under. Johnson, I feel like if you shoot under par, 3-4 under par is going to be a really good score today.
Well, on Friday in the same format, Jim, 5 under was the best round, and we've got windier conditions today, so I'd say you're right. Anything in the 60s is a heck of a round.
That's a big guess there. You got to make that play. This for you, just a 4-stroke. Stroke average in the best ball was 65, I think, and in the alternate shot of the course was about 6 shots higher, and then yesterday was a little bit higher, so I would expect that to be the same. They start off with bogey and then par the par 5, so pretty slow start for them. Over to 9.
Check out the hot group on the course. Justin Hadley, Grayson Sick. They're 5 under on this front side. Had a nice chat with these guys earlier on the range, and Sig said he got the odd holes and didn't really want them, but he said he'd take them just because of the 9th and 17th. 2 brutal shots with the wind conditions. It's now out to the right. We'll test their short game if they can keep the momentum going. Look at the format for the 72-hole stroke play event. First and third rounds. It's been 4-ball, otherwise known as best ball. The second final round, foursomes, alternate shot. It's going to be grueling. Remember, they got to alternate tee shots on odd and even holes throughout play today. As we're taking a look at this leaderboard for the first time, brought to you by the Paradigm AI Smoke Driver and Irons from Callaway. Patrick Fishberg, Zach Blair sleeping on the lead. They have a 1-shot advantage over Luke List and Henrik Norlander in that final group. And then chasing them, it's Shane Lowry and Rory McElroy. So if you look at the past couple of years, George Savaricas with Johnson Wagner. 2 years ago, we had Xander Schauffele, Patrick Cantlay, two accomplished winners on the PGA Tour to take care of business. Last year, completely different storyline with Davis, Riley, Nick Hardy, two first-time winners who were able to chase down a dub. So if you're a first-timer, like we have with Zach Blair and Patrick Fishburne, windy conditions, alternate shot, trying to win for the first time, is it easier or harder having a teammate?
I think it's harder just given the format. If it was final round best ball, it would be easier. But given the format, there's a lot of pressure in an alternate shot anyway. When you look at Fishburne, this is his first time in a final group on the PGA Tour, which carries so much nervous energy with it. Add in the wind, add in alternate shot, and oh, by the way, Rory McIlroy's in the group ahead of him trying to chase him down.
Yeah, and all week the headliner has been Rory McIlroy making his tournament debut here at the Zurich Classic of New Orleans with Shane Lowry. They played their way back into the contention, the final 9 holes on Saturday. Let's go fill in the blank. Blank needs to happen for Shane and Rory to get it done.
They need to play stress-free golf. They don't need to be scrambling around an alternate shot. Given these conditions, play conservative to the center of the greens when you can, get aggressive when you need to. If they can play bogey-free, I don't think anybody can stop them.
One bonus question. Who's an under-the-radar team that hasn't really been talked about that could maybe surprise people and win it?
We'll play in that final group with Blair and Fishburne is Henrik Norlander and Luke List. Luke has 2 wins, including Sanderson Farms last fall. He was in a playoff with Henrik Norlander as one of those 5 guys. Henrik playing off 126-50 status this year. He is talking like I've never heard him talk before. He's preparing at home and coming out on the road ready because he's not getting the amount of starts. Really like what I'm hearing out of Henrik this year so far.
List and Norlander play a ton of golf together back in Augusta, Georgia, second year in a row that they're teammates, so they're very familiar with each other's games. Nick Watney here with the approach. Let's check in with Billy Ray Brown.
All right, George, thank you very much. And you said at the top of the show the wind's going to be the issue here today. Right-hand rough. Now, great angle with that flag stick on the right-hand side. That was 141. You got away from him there a bit.
That's going to put his partner in a tough spot. A little dicey up and down to start the day.
Up to 9. Putter for Hadley.
It's 3-wood, and I saw him on the chipping green hitting this exact shot. He had tremendous speed. This is unbelievable. Are we going to get a snap? Maybe if it had gone in.
Yeah, I mean, we should. That was really well done, just a few feet. What's this lie like for Smotherman at 1?
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's one that doesn't have much grass behind it, so he can control the distance there. That was from 136, a good line.
Nice, comfortable start to the day, leaving your partner a really good, makeable birdie putt.
Over to 2 Peck is our second shot here, par 5. Go crosswind left to right. And he's going left. And it all depends on the bounce. Well, a couple options of getting that up and down short side yourself is never good on this golf course. Not as steep over there as some of the greens. So, the work cut out for him. Pretty good wind out there, suggests this has been blowing on Morning Golf Course in good shape. It's about 12, but this is all now. Winds are rolling right about 12 at double cut, rolled them. A little bit of water on them last night, just to maybe kind of keep them. But it's in immaculate shape. That starts right and swiped across that one. Plenty of green to work with, but we're going to have a couple little mounds to go over. Should be too bad for his partner. Back to 1.
Third for Hoffman. What type of shot are you seeing here, PR?
And he's got some room to work with to run across here. He's got options.
See him pull the 3-wood out here, Billy Ray. Do you like keeping it on the ground like this?
I certainly do, because there's a small ridge between himself and the hole that he's got to go up and over. And once it clears that ridge, it'll turn back to the right. So this takes out a lot of the if I don't land in the correct spot.
Looks like he's goosed it a little bit past that hole. Just sometimes with that fairway metal, it tends to jump off the face on you a little bit. Maybe he was expecting a little bit more resistance from the fairway. Taking another look at it, looked like a good strike. It's hard to get the speed down with this club. You really have to practice it, and that thing just hovered on top of that grass way better than he was expecting. I think he liked it.
Yeah, comebacker trying to somehow scratch out a par for Watney. Watney and Hoffman have been partners every year since the switch to a team format back in 2017. One of just 2 teams that have kept the same partner over time. Very different strategy than what you had, Johnson.
And I actually asked Charlie to play with me the first time we were on the board together, and he said, if it was in Houston, I would have taken you, but given your record in New Orleans, no.
He's got to get head on his shoulders.
He's a wise man.
While we wait, let's see if Sid can say par.
Fantastic up and down from that right side. 5 under par on his front 9 and alternate shot. They've given themselves a chance to go out and post something early and make the leaders think about it.
Lowest ever round we've seen in this format was a 63 by Kenley Shoffley last year in the second round. They're on a record-setting pace after 9 holes, going out in 31. Back here on the first. Got a beat on this birdie putt from Meisner.
Yeah, you know what? It's interesting though. The first quarter of the putt is a little bit in the green, but the last 3 quarters are down green, turning right.
That's a blow.
Sometimes all good, like Coach Bobby Hines used to say, not every good putt goes in the hole. That is certainly a positive roll.
Routine par there. What's happening to 2?
Yeah, Scott Piercy now going to chip this thing. Oh, dug that leading edge right into that green, and that'll now go into the bunker. It's so easy to do that.
Everybody walks off. That big time mistake.
Back to 1.
Back to 1. Watney par putt. BR, you think these are the toughest conditions we've seen this week today?
Yeah, no doubt. The gusts is what's going to get the players. Sustained winds you can deal with, so what's coming there. But these gusts up to 30 miles an hour, as you said at the top of the show, that's the problem, because you might not feel that gust, and when contact is made, the ball can go anywhere.
What a save. That's a way to pick up your partner.
Yeah, no doubt. That's a big putt there for Hoffman.
Of course, now he's going with the putter now. That's a good play here. It was easier with a mallet than more of a blade type putter. Good enough on it. That's one of those kind of in-betweens, and that's got to go a little bit. Okay. Stay right there. The putt for birdie for Patton, his partner. So, seeing that one misread, but Lakers are warming up. We're at the Zurich Classic for New Orleans. Gusty winds, going to be some tough conditions. Who will hold on? We'll be back.
Today's coverage is brought to you by Zurich, proudly celebrating 20 years as the title sponsor of the Zurich Classic. And by FedEx. See what we can do for your business.
We are in this together. Healthier means specialty care for your specialty scripts. Healthier happens together.
Dad, don't forget about my new plate.
Sweetie, I can't make it to Dick's this week.
Have you heard of Dix.com?
I heard of Dix.com. Have I heard of Dix.com?
Whoa, don't overthink it. Let's go shopping.
Anyone impressed with how fast that was?
There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the Ranger is still talked about today. Oh, he might have won on living, but he made a slip. He tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip. The iron on his head.
Ready.
He's done outstanding things. Half dozen victories across this monster season. We're looking at fireworks all the way down the stretch.
With Dexcom G7, managing your diabetes just got easier. So, what's your glucose number right now? Good thing you don't need a finger stick. How's all that food affect your glucose? Oh, the answer's on your phone. What if you're hitting low at night? Wow, it can alert you? And you can even track your goals. Manage your diabetes with confidence with Dexcom G7, the most accurate CGM. Learn more at Dexcom.com.
What did we do before we had Viasat satellite internet? Well,
We borrowed.
yes, we borrowed.
We borrowed the internet.
Yeah, we borrowed from the library, the local coffee shop, our friends down the road.
But that was before Viasat came out with all their new plans.
Yeah, lots of internet now. Plenty for everyone.
No more borrowing.
More data, faster speeds, available where you live. Learn more about our plans at Viasat.com.
Welcome back to the final round, and we are counting down the minutes until we see Shane Lowry and Rory McIlroy press go at 12:44 local time, and that is 1:44 Eastern time. They tee off about 45 minutes from now. Currently at 21 under par. We're seeing Sig and Hadley go off on the front side, 500 through 9. Any gauge what the winning score may end up being?
It's so tough to predict with this format. I would say if you can get to 25, 26, you've got a really good chance.
Johnson, timeout and take a look at expert moves brought to you by Principal. We're going to keep our focus on Shane Lowry and Rory McIlroy. McIlroy with the putter on 16. This was pretty. More from McIlroy. Par 5 18th. Using his length off the tee to his advantage, and the bunker game was on point. Just short for eagle. Tap and birdie at the last. That birdies on 16, 17, and 18. To push them to 21 under par. See McIlroy work his way through his bag. Gonna hop to the backside. Shoffley and Cantley. This is Cantley for birdie.
Did not play very well in the best ball format either Thursday or Saturday. Really left him behind the 8 ball.
Pat Kazar now, this for birdie. We've seen this one break to the right. See if we can read this one.
Seen a lot of short putts missed there.
Yeah,
Second, Jim.
sure have. It's a tricky little read. The green's kind of coming away from to their left, but the ball line kind of goes that way. But you're right. Let's see that a little few times. Could be try to hit that firm enough to take the break out, but never quite started on line. Over to 9.
Such a tough collection of par 3s. It's peak die design. As we're taking a look at the TrackMan Racer technology presented by T-Mobile Business. Throwing a dart in there.
Day off tayo ngayon, kaya so day off today, Sunday, silent live. Siyempre, yung connection natin, yung iba nasa Pilipinas, mga tuloy na. Kaya good night sa inyo, mga taga-Pilipinas. Ngayon, nandito kami. Ako lang, kasi nasa work si Mama, and then nasa si Tito Kenneth umalis ulit. So, okay lang naman. Yeah. So, good morning. So, mega loud shoutouts na viewers natin dyan sa 4 na yan, kung sino man yan. God bless, thank you sa pagbisita. So, kahit thumbs up lang, like, heart, okay na sa akin yun. Sana ma-monetize na. Ang laki pa nang hahabulin natin, kaya siyempre sa dynamic ng ginawa ko, hindi ako makapag-content ng maayos kasi hindi ako makalis ng maayos dahil bawal maingay, pero ayos lang. Siguro pag may gamit na, okay na. So, puhunan pa rin talaga natin ngayon is yung pagdating sa gadget, cellphone lang kasi kumbaga sa ano, wala pa tayong mga camera maganda, maayos. Kasi inuuna namin yung iba namin mga problem na mga gastusin na pangangailangan, no? So syempre hindi habang buhay nag-YouTube ka, di ba? Kaya lang yung iba siguro ano muna, lumaylo lang muna, pero at least okay na rin naman yun. Kaya nyo, kung mamamonetize ako, siguro hindi lang din pamilya ko rin naman ang matutulungan ko rin dito, no? So, ang habol ko is yung watch hour pag napuno at nagkaroon ng approval kay YPP. Sana nga, pagdating ng panahon, no? Yung iba kasi, dati nga, balita ako, 5 years bago na monetize. So, talagang sarili sikap, hinintay, tinuloy nyo lang, hindi nyo basta-basta binaliwala. No? Yun o, dun. So, thank you and God bless. To Sunday, balik ko lang ulit ang ating vlog. Yes. Silent Live update.
Great to see him get back in the winner's circle this year.
I'm back.
Puerto Rico in that long playoff with
Eric Lawrence. That was part of the Aeon Swim 5 as well. Both those guys getting into the next signature event. Those back-to-back and all the Invitational as well as the players. Remember in March, we just had the RBC Heritage last week after the Masters. Oh, we have our intrepid reporter, Cole Nost, up close and personal with Trevor Immelman also holding court. Hey, Cole. How we doing, bud?
Hi, guys. I'm good. I'm just learning some stuff down here from Rory.
Nice. Yeah, anything interesting?
Not really. We'll get to it eventually, though.
Okay.
Trevor's interrupting his warm-up.
Of course, see Trevor on the CBS broadcast later today. Same with Cole. Hopefully our viewers will be informed by then of what to look for with Rory McIlroy. Patience is key when you're watching the start of the Flannel Round coverage here on the Zurich Classic in New Orleans.
Well, Chesson Hadley's one of these guys that when he gets hot, he can get on a run of holding a lot of putts. They are certainly on a run right now, so this would not surprise me to see this one drop or at least scare the hole. I don't like leaving the flagstick in when it's blowing into you. I feel like it makes the hole smaller.
Do these guys think they can win it?
At this point, absolutely. They're 2 back. Go shoot 4 under on this backside. Absolutely. They've given themselves a chance.
Back on one. Peter Malnati and Russell Knox. Probably the first time Russell Knox has played a ball that color.
I know. I was wondering that seems like a very tough adjustment in alternate shot for either of them. 100%.
Malnati must have been very clever in his negotiation as they start with a par on one.
Why so serious? Great shot.
Cover's 250. You got it.
Great side bunker. Land short. Just one. Just playing green.
First towards the water.
Lots of coaching today, huh? We want to.
When you strive to be the best, you need the right insights. Zurich has insurance solutions and risk strategies to help prepare your business for tomorrow.
At Fisher Investments, we may look like other money managers, but we're different.
You can't be that different.
We are. We have a team of specialists not only in investing, but also in financial and estate planning and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, and as a fiduciary, we always put their interests first.
But you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, we have a simple management fee structured so we do better when our clients do better.
Huh, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
There's a new gold standard on tour. A ball with a seamless aero design for ultra-consistent flight, and a new hyper-fast softcore designed for more speed. When your standards are high, play Chrome Tour, the new gold standard.
Did you know more golfers use ship sticks to ship their clubs than ever before? That's right, Chipsticks is trusted by millions of golfers. No more dragging your clubs through the airport, and no more worries about lost and damaged clubs. Trust the experts at Chipsticks to ship your clubs hassle-free. We'll pick up your clubs from home or office and deliver them safely and on time. Pack, ship, tee off. It's easier than you think. Make it simple. Make it Chipsticks.
What a lovely place. Oh, the kids weren't joking. This place is something else. Straight from the history books it is. Now to find that fudge we heard so much about. Well, that didn't take long. You can thank Junior for that.
It's time to plan your next golf trip. From bucket list trips to Scotland to vacations across the U.S. and Caribbean. Choose from thousands of golf packages worldwide. Guaranteed best prices and award-winning planning services. Why book with anyone else? Join over 3 million happy golfers. Golf Breaks by PGA Tour.
Catching up with Roy McIlroy on the range. He's off at 1:44 Eastern Time, 12:44 local time. Look at the most top 10 finishes in the FedEx Cup playoffs dating back to 2012. Roy McIlroy with 7. It's amazing each and every year it seems like in the FedEx Cup playoffs he's in contention to try and win the FedEx Cup championship, which he's done 3 times in his career, 2016, 19, and 22.
Incredible consistency. I think it speaks to the fact that he's remained injury-free except for that one little freak soccer incident.
Nice enough for birdie. Another nice little chip shot from just short. Touching this one, and they birdie at the second. Well done there. Gets into 19 under par. SMU Mustangs. Charlie Hoffman has this left. What a nice moves over the green. He used his putter, turned it all the way down. Did a great job of changing the speed. That's always tough. When you knocked it over this green, it's just so hard to chip it around over. He did a good job of that. So maybe enough center for most for Charlie. Good to see him playing good again. Okay, snuck it in the right center, but it's in nonetheless. Gets into 19 under. I say it the last hole, so birdie at the second. They'll head over the difficult par 3, number 3.
Shane Lowry. Roy McIlroy, first time teeing up in the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. Roy had said, it's my 17th year of professional golf. Cool to do something for the first time, especially when it's with my good buddy Shane.
It's amazing what this format has done for this tournament. Cantlay and Shockley are now supporting it on a yearly basis. Billy Horschel's been a big fan. Justin Rose has played near fast. It's great seeing these guys come, and I think people at home watching these players that aren't here, they'll look at McIlroy and Lowry and think, wow, I want to get my buddy and go play that, and I think we're going to continue to see it grow.
Gallery's a big, massive in New Orleans. Getting to follow Shane Lowry and Roy McIlroy get their first look. And Roy, the 24-time PGA Tour winner.
And Shockley over at the 11th. The third shot. Pitching on that back portion that came out a little hard. I think he expected back into that wind. So they'll have that after birdie. Not the lead so far they won.
Been a slow start to the year for Roy McIlroy. We get spoiled because he's such an accomplished winner that you expect Rory to not just win, but win in a big way, win in bunches. His last win on tour, that was the 2023 Genesis Scottish Open last July. This season, 8 starts, 8 made cuts, 6 top 25s. Johnson, only 1 top 10.
Well, he did win in Dubai, the second event of the year on the DP World Tour, and he finished second the week before that to Tommy Fleetwood. So I think our expectations of him are a little bit unrealistic. I think he's trending in the right direction. He's playing more golf this year than he has to try to get be peaking more for the major seasons. I know it didn't work for him at the Masters, but I think good things are coming from Rory. Valhalla this year, the next major coming up, is where he won back in 2014. I think that the rest of the season sets up well for him. And, you know, he, at this point in his career, he judges his season whether or not he wins a major or a FedEx Cup, and I think it's going to be a good one for him.
And Patrick Cantlay has this left for birdie at the 11th, par 5. Back in the win today. 2 bucks in this one. It gets gusted, might start affecting the golf balls up the greens as the day goes on. Surprising day yesterday, did not get that. He put in the water at 18 twice off the tee. So not as sharp this week as we expected, but it's good at the 19 under. Okay, that's a good birdie. So birdie the first 2 of the 11th. Gets it to 19, 3 under on the day. So head over to 12. Mr. Knox now at the 2nd. So like we said, a little crosswind. Just right at it. He's lofted up. Is it enough club? Oh, wow. Is that any good? Stay right there. And it does, so they'll have a chance for eagle. It's a beautiful shot. Like the yellow ball.
So, God bless. Thank you.
Spin it to the backside. Martin Trainer for birdie.